welcome again. This is Trishawi, and this is Story Time. Okay, so before we start our story for today, I have something to share with you na nakalimutan kong sabihin last videos ko. So I wasn't able to tell you kung saan natin pwedeng mga lessons gamitin yung ating mga stories. So if you still remember our story from my first video, which is Love You Forever. So for the parents out there and the new teachers, we can use that in teaching life cycle of a man. Diba? From baby, naging grown up siya. And then, we can also use that in teaching our basic needs kasi merong love and care. So, love and care is part of the basic needs. So, pwede nyo ipasok dun yung lesson natin. Or, sequencing events. In teaching sequencing events. So, from baby, naging grown up. So, you can use that. And for our second video, I used the book The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So what are the lessons that you can so ano yung lesson na pwede niyong paggamitan nun? So first one, you can also use it for sequencing events, diba? From a caterpillar naging butterfly. Syempre, life cycle of a butterfly sa science. And also you can use it for since nung kumain siya ng Monday to Sunday, days in a week. So, yun yung mga lesson niya. And on our third story, which is Ang Batang Ayaw Maligo. So, since we use a book that's in two languages, pwedeng Tagalog, pwedeng English. If in Tagalog, we can use that in teaching ESP, yung edukasyon sa pagkakatao, yung pagsunod sa mga younger children, sa mga kinder. Kapag naman English, you can use that in teaching how to take care of the body. Meron doon brushing of teeth, washing of hands, taking a bath. So all the books, lahat po yan ng mga binabasa nating books, you can use that in teaching different concept. Kung nabasa yung sa Tagalog or English, pwede kahit saan doon. Okay? So for today, before I do my storytelling, I will be showing you the book that I will be using later. So this is from Ladybird. So these are the books from Ladybird. Yan. Very small siya, but very useful po ito. I've been using this for many years na. And it's very effective. And this is what I'm telling you during my previous video dun sa mga tips na if your child is younger, if you are teaching younger children, you should be careful with the books that you will use. They should be very colorful, mas malalaki yung mga for ages 2 to 4, malalaki yung mga pictures, less text but bigger fonts. So I'll be showing you this one. So these are the Ladybird books. Dalawa lang to pero napaka-wide po ng varieties ng mga books ng Ladybird. And I will show you this one. So there's a title page. And then before you read the story, you can already see the characters. Yan. The name of the characters and the pictures are already on the first page. And then, like what I've told you, for ages 2 to 4 years old, the book must be colorful, the pictures are bigger, the text are less text, but the fonts are bigger. So, this one is the example of that. And when you read it, you can also point on the words so that the children can see that you are reading them. Okay, so bigger text, ayan, bigger font, lesser text, but colorful and bigger picture. So that is the book of Ladybird. And today, we will be using a Ladybird book. They are available po sa National Bookstore. And you can also search online, I believe, sa Amazon and sa Shopee. Meron din po sa Shopee. Our story for today is entitled The Enormous Turnip. This is illustrated by Richard Holmes. So who are the characters in the story? We have the old man, the old woman, the boy, and the girl, and the little dog. The old man planted some turnip seeds. The turnip seeds grew and grew. One turnip grew enormous. Say enormous. Enormous means big, huge, or gigantic. So this is the enormous turnip, and this is the old man. I want that enormous turnip for my tea, said the old man. He pulled and he pulled, but he couldn't pull it up. So he's trying to pull the enormous turnip alone. The old man called to the old woman. Help! Help me pull up the enormous turnip, he said. Here's the old woman and here is the old man. So the old man and the old woman together, they pulled and they pulled, but they couldn't pull it up. The old woman called to the boy. Help us pull the enormous turnip, she said. There's the old woman and there's the boy. So the old man, the old woman, and the boy all together, they pulled and they pulled, but they couldn't pull it up. The boy called to the girl. Help us pull the enormous turnip, he said. So there's the girl and there's the boy. So the old man, the old woman, the boy, and the girl all together, they pulled and they pulled, but they couldn't pull it up. The enormous turnip is very, very big. So the girl called to the dog. Help us pull the enormous turnip, she said. So there's the girl calling for the sleeping dog. So the old man, the old woman, the boy, the girl, and the dog, all together, they pulled and they pulled and they pulled up the enormous turnip. And that night, they all had turnip for tea. All of them enjoy the turnip tea. The end. So that is the story of the enormous turnip. So that's the story of the enormous turnip. Okay, so where can we use the enormous turnip? So what are the lessons that we can insert there? So first, nouns, name of person, place, things, and events. And then we also have, aside from nouns, you can also use it for genders of nouns. So meron tayo dong male, female, and we also have synonyms. You can give, like what I did earlier, diba, I asked what is enormous. Enormous is gigantic, big, huge. Or you can also insert yung word na little because there's little boy, little girl. Little, small, tiny. So yun, opposite and synonyms, opposite or antonyms. And then you can also use it in ESP also, yung helping one another, pagtutulungan. Marami po kayong maituturo. So yun po yung laging sinasabi natin na the storybooks can always be a springboard sa mga lesson. Kumbaga, books pa lang, tuhog na yung lesson. So, that's the story of the enormous turnip. And that's all for today. I hope you like it, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And please also click that bell button so you will be notified every time na mag-upload po ako ng bagong videos, bagong story. And if you have comments, suggestions, or anything that you want me to feature here in my channel, just comment down below. Okay. Till next time, this is Joshua. Goodbye!